Hello, I'm Santiago and this is my evidence. Well, first I choose some important events. For example, the 19th, I choose the invasion of Kuwait on 1990, where Iraq invaded Kuwait after months of conflict between the two countries over Iraq's financial debt and oil dispute, and was one of the main causes of the 1991 Gulf War. And the second event was the Dolly Shep was born on 1996, which was the first mammal that scientists Ian Wilmot and Kate Campbell were able to clone, and it was from an adult cell. This was a big step for science and biology as they were able to create a living being with almost nothing. In 2000s, the first Wikipedia was born in 2001, which at first was called Nupedia, which was once a private project. However, for lack of resources and money, Jimmy Wells had the idea of publishing it, thus creating a digital encyclopedia of several languages. And the second was 2001, was the terrorist attack for the Twin Towers and the Pentagon in the United States. This event was well recognized worldwide and is still remembered as thanks to the Muslims led by Osama bin Laden increased terror in the USA. On 2011, earthquake and tsunami in Japan. Well, the earthquake lasted 6 minutes with a magnitude of 9.1, which create waves of 40.5 meters. And finally, the most recently event on 2019, a virus called COVID-19 was born, which destroyed the whole world because destroyed the economy. There are many deaths, and it is one of the most recent events worldwide that exists. Besides that, it is still present in many countries today. Well, some terms that we have to consider are, well, the first, globalization, is a term that deals with the interaction of all countries and affects in all areas such as economy, political, technological, social, and cultural. In addition to technology, they make countries better interconnected. The second was terrorism. It's a series of violent acts towards people of material goods in violation of state law. This term is mainly, as its name says, to impart terror and fear to the citizens of the country. The next term was the Unipolar World. It's a term referring to the concentration of global hegemonic power in a single pole. This term developed after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Finally, the last term was the digital age. It's an event where technology invaded the world. In this event, which began between the 50s and 70s, technology was put into the world to support and improve humanity's innovations. Well, the first question, why did the globalization emerge? Well, the globalization emerged from the transport and communication revolution, and thanks to globalization, helped technology and new innovations in market, politics, infrastructure, and all of that. The second question was, in most cases, what caused the terrorist attacks for 20th century? Well, the main reason there were terrorist attacks in the 20th century was by power. People always want to have everything and be the most powerful in the world. So people impart terror and fear so they know who their real leader is. Many terrorist attacks were because of politics or for waiting to keep secrets and imparting fear. The third question was, how does the end of the Cold War relate with the Unipolar War? Well, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, there were many changes, one of which was the integration of the Unipolar World, in which, with the weakness of the Soviet Union, the United States was a superpower, thus imposing the Unipolar World. All countries followed this idea, including those in the community's book. And finally, the last question was, how has the digital area influenced today's society? Well, the digital age has a big impact in the humanity today because now technology is a necessity, not a luxury. The digital revolution has broken the rules and implemented its own rules, such as in personal relationships, in business, in communication, in the means of transport, in education, and in many more areas. The digital age is very helpful because it helps to innovate as human beings and create new relationships. However, too much with many ambitions could cause chaos. Conclusion. Technology is already everywhere and is of great help as all our innovations, communication measures, means of transport, and all the connections between countries that we have were thanks to technology. Today, we rely heavily on technology because without it, we will do almost nothing, yet with the ambitions and power of people. They are making chaos, causing humanity to become increasingly dangerous. Well, that's all. Thank you. Goodbye.